there is this thing that goes on in the world and in much of the developing world, and we hear it and understand it in the West a lot, that there's this myth that people in the developing world believe this myth that if you sleep with a virgin, you're cured. I think that's a misconception on our part. There may be some of that, but what I hear consistently is that no, the reason people are sleeping with virgins is because they feel much more comfortable that they don't have AIDS. They don't have HIV, so they're low risk factor for the client. What is now happening and what NGOs and shelters are seeing is that what used to be 16-year-old girls who were sold because they were virgin is now coming down, has come down to 12-year-old girls, and is now much more prevalent in terms of 6-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds. So going to these shelters, I ask the staff again and again, you're looking at these 4-year-old, 5-year-old girls in these shelters, and it's incomprehensible that they've been through what they've been through. And they reconfirm these aren't the children of the trafficking victims or slavery victims or forced prostitution victims. They are the victims themselves. These girls are sold by a pimp or sometimes by their parents, their family, for between $500 and $1,000. They're raped by the client successively over a week. The blood proves that they're a virgin. They are taken back to the pimp, who sometimes then sells them again by taking them to a clinic, having them sewn up in order to be able to sell them again and have the encounter produce blood again that tells the client that they're a virgin. They then get raped again over the course of a week successively, and they go through that cyclically, sometimes with pimps, 8 or 9 times. You go to a shelter, you take that on board, that is what these girls have gone through, and then you watch them sing and dance, and it's the most incredible thing. It's the most moving thing. You hear them sing songs about walking into the light. You hear them sing and dance about the flowering of womanhood, and it's just unimaginable what they've been through, and that they've gotten to this point where they can do that. Even if it is something that only goes so deep, and you know that they'll be dealing with that for the rest of their life, it's still just amazing to me that they can do it.
And what's the lesson in it?
The lesson in it is that these are people who are incredibly resilient, incredibly resourceful, and not to be turned away from. These are people who, given the right opportunity, given the skills training, given the counseling, given a safe place to come back, they do it.